Godzilla in pop culture. How the King of Monsters continues to inspire. Epic music plays over a montage of iconic Godzilla scenes, the colossal beast rising from the ocean depths, unleashing his mighty roar in the heart of the city, engaging in fierce battles with other kaiju. The screen trembles with each footstep, buildings crumble, and the unmistakable sound of Godzilla's roar echoes. Hey there, everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into giant monsters, epic battles, and a bit of citywide destruction, you're in for a treat today. So, picture this. A massive creature, born from the depths of the ocean, emerges to the surface, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Sounds thrilling, right? Well, we're talking about none other than the legendary Godzilla, the King of Monsters. From his first appearance in 1954 to his latest blockbuster films, Godzilla has stomped his way into the hearts of fans worldwide. But have you ever wondered how this giant kaiju became such a global pop culture phenomenon? Well, grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's dive deep into the monstrous world of Godzilla, exploring how he continues to inspire and evolve within pop culture over the decades. Let's get started. The birth of a legend. Alright, to truly appreciate Godzilla's impact, we've got to go back to where it all began. Time travel, anyone? Origins of Godzilla. In the aftermath of World War II, Japan was a nation grappling with the devastating effects of nuclear warfare. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki left deep scars, not just physically, but emotionally and culturally. The fear of nuclear annihilation was real and pervasive. Enter Godzilla, or Gojira, in Japanese, a creature born from nuclear radiation. He wasn't just any monster. He was the embodiment of nuclear destruction, a walking symbol of humanity's greatest fears. Godzilla represented the uncontrollable forces that mankind had unleashed upon itself. Gojira, 1954. The original 1954 film, Gojira, was more than just a monster movie. It was a profound commentary on the dangers of nuclear weapons and the hubris of humanity. Directed by Ishiro Honda, the film portrayed Godzilla as a terrifying force of nature, laying waste to Tokyo and reminding audiences of the horrors they had experienced less than a decade prior. The film struck a chord with Japanese audiences, serving as a cathartic expression of collective trauma. Internationally, Gojira introduced the world to a new genre of storytelling, and Godzilla quickly became a symbol that transcended borders. Evolution of Godzilla through the ages. Now, Godzilla didn't just stay the same over the years. Much like any superstar, he went through some serious phases. Let's explore his evolutionary journey. Showa era, 1954 to 1975. In the Showa era, Godzilla underwent a significant transformation. Starting as a menacing antagonist, he gradually shifted into a heroic defender of Earth. Talk about a character arc. He faced off against an array of other kaiju: Mothra, the mystical giant moth; King Ghidorah, the fearsome three-headed dragon; and Rodan, the supersonic flying monster. The films embraced a lighter, sometimes campy tone, making them accessible and fun for all ages. Remember the time Godzilla did a victory dance in Invasion of Astro Monster, 1965? Yes, that happened. It was the era of creativity and expansion for the franchise. Heisei era, 1984 to 1995. The Heisei era brought Godzilla back to his roots, returning to the darker themes and rebooting the continuity. The films ignored most of the Showa sequels, acting as direct successors to the original 1954 movie. This period saw advancements in special effects and storytelling. The movies delved into environmental issues, genetic engineering, and the consequences of nuclear power. Godzilla was once again a symbol of nature's wrath against human negligence. Godzilla vs. Biollante, 1989, is a standout, introducing a new foe, a hybrid of plant and Godzilla DNA. Talk about innovative. Millennium era, 1999 to 2004. Entering the new millennium, the franchise experimented with standalone stories, each film offering a fresh take on Godzilla without strict adherence to previous continuity. Godzilla 2000. Millennium kicked things off, addressing contemporary fears surrounding technology and the unknowns of the new century. The films during this era embraced modern filmmaking techniques while paying homage to the classics. One notable film is Godzilla: Final Wars, 2004, which was like an all-star game for kaiju fans, featuring nearly every monster from the franchise in an epic battle royale. Reiwa era, 2016-present. Most recently, the Reiwa era has seen a reinvention of Godzilla for modern audiences. Shin Godzilla, 2016, offered a political allegory, critiquing governmental responses to disasters, a reflection on real-life events like the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. It portrayed Godzilla as an ever-evolving entity, more terrifying and unpredictable than ever. Netflix ventured into the animated realm with the Godzilla: Planet of the Monsters trilogy, pushing the boundaries by setting the story in a dystopian future where humans attempt to reclaim Earth from Godzilla after thousands of years. Space travel, advanced tech, and Godzilla: what's not to love? Godzilla in Western media. Godzilla wasn't content with just conquering Japan. He had his sights set on global domination. Let's see how he made his mark in the West. 1998 American adaptation. So, in 1998, Hollywood decided to bring Godzilla stateside. Directed by Roland Emmerich, the film took some creative liberties with the character. The American Godzilla was sleeker, more iguana-like, and lacked the iconic atomic breath. While it was a box office success, fans and critics weren't thrilled with the drastic changes. It was a lesson in the challenges of adapting cultural icons. But hey, it wasn't all bad. It sparked renewed interest in the franchise and led to a greater appreciation for the original films. Legendary's Monsterverse. Fast forward to 2014, and Legendary Pictures rebooted Godzilla in a big way. Directed by Gareth Edwards, Godzilla paid respect to the source material, reintroducing the awe-inspiring size and power of the monster. This was the Godzilla fans had been waiting for. The Monsterverse expanded with Kong: Skull Island, 2017, Godzilla: King of the Monsters, 2019, and Godzilla vs. Kong, 2021. These films embraced the grandiosity of kaiju battles, featuring stunning visuals and fan-favorite monsters like Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. It was a cinematic universe where monsters were the main event. Cultural exchange. These Western adaptations introduced Godzilla to a whole new audience, bridging cultural gaps and sparking global conversations. The cross-pollination of ideas between Japanese and Western filmmakers enriched the franchise, showing that Godzilla truly is a global icon. Godzilla's impact on pop culture. Beyond the big screen, Godzilla's influence has seeped into almost every facet of pop culture. Let's take a look. Film and television. Godzilla has been parodied and homagged countless times. Shows like The Simpsons featured episodes with Godzilla-like monsters wreaking havoc. Remember Bart vs. Japan? Classic. Movies like Pacific Rim, 2013, drew inspiration from kaiju films, pitting giant robots against massive monsters, an idea that owes a nod to Godzilla's legacy. Music and art. Music artists have paid tribute to Godzilla, too. Blue Oyster Cult's song, Godzilla, is a rock anthem that captures the spirit of the beast. Bands like Akira Ifukube composed iconic scores for the films that are celebrated to this day. Street artists and graphic designers have used Godzilla's image to make bold statements, blending urban art with pop culture. Murals featuring Godzilla can be found in cities around the world, a testament to his global appeal. Literature and comics. Godzilla has rampaged through the pages of comics, with publishers like Marvel and IDW bringing his stories to fans in new formats. These comics expanded the lore, introducing new characters and storylines that complemented the films. Video games. Let's not forget video games. From classic arcade games to modern console titles, players have been able to step into Godzilla's massive shoes. Games like Godzilla: Destroy All Monsters Melee, 2002, let you battle it out with your favorite kaiju. A dream come true for fans. Symbolism and themes. Godzilla isn't just about smash and destroy, there's depth beneath those scales. Let's dive into the symbolism. Nuclear anxiety. Godzilla's origins are rooted in the very real fears of nuclear power and its destructive capabilities. He is a living monument to the consequences of mankind's actions during Hiroshima and Nagasaki and serves as a reminder of the devastating potential of nuclear warfare. Environmentalism. As the series progressed, themes of environmentalism emerged. Films highlighted issues like pollution, climate change, and the consequences of disrupting natural balance. Godzilla often appeared as nature's response to human negligence, a force aiming to restore balance, albeit in a destructive way. Human hubris and ethics. Godzilla's tales frequently explore the dangers of scientific overreach and ethical quandaries. Whether it's tampering with genetics or deploying powerful weapons without fully understanding the repercussions, these stories caution against arrogance and emphasize responsibility. The global fanbase. Godzilla's influence isn't just measured by his box office stats. It's evident in the passionate fanbase he's inspired. Let's check it out. Conventions and fandom. Events like G-Fest in Chicago bring together fans from all over the world to celebrate all things Godzilla. Cosplay, collectibles, panels with creators. It's the ultimate gathering for kaiju enthusiasts. Fans even create their own films and art, contributing to the ever-growing community. Merchandise and collectibles. The market is awash with Godzilla merchandise. From action figures and statues to clothing and home decor, fans can surround themselves with their favorite kaiju. Some collectibles are highly sought after, becoming prized possessions for enthusiasts. Online communities. In the digital age, online forums, social media groups, and fan sites keep the discussion and excitement alive. Platforms like Reddit and Discord host active communities where fans share theories, artwork, and their love for the King of Monsters. Godzilla even has a presence in meme culture. Who hasn't seen a Godzilla meme pop up in their feed? Godzilla's influence on other creators. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and Godzilla has inspired countless creators across various mediums. Let's see how. Filmmakers and storytellers. Directors like Guillermo del Toro have cited Godzilla as a major influence. His film, Pacific Rim, is a love letter to the kaiju genre, blending the concept of giant monsters with human-piloted robots in epic battles. The impact of Godzilla is evident in the storytelling and scale of these films. Special effects evolution. Godzilla films have been pioneers in special effects. The early suitmation techniques, where actors wore monster suits, were groundbreaking. Over time, advancements led to the use of animatronics and CGI, pushing the boundaries of what's possible on screen. These innovations have had a ripple effect throughout the industry. Cultural icons and brands. Godzilla's influence extends to other franchises as well. Series like Pokémon feature creatures inspired by kaiju, while Power Rangers incorporate giant monster battles into their storylines. Even brands have used Godzilla in advertising, recognizing his global recognition and appeal. The future of Godzilla. So, what's next for our favorite giant monster? The future looks brighter than Godzilla's atomic breath. Let's take a peek. Upcoming media. There are always rumors and announcements about new Godzilla projects. With the success of the MonsterVerse, fans eagerly anticipate more films and possibly new series. There's talk of expanding the universe with prequels, sequels, and spin-offs. The possibilities are as vast as the ocean Godzilla calls home. Godzilla in the digital age. Virtual reality and interactive media offer exciting opportunities. Imagine experiencing a Godzilla rampage in immersive VR, feeling the ground shake as he approaches. Game developers are exploring ways to bring Godzilla into new gaming experiences, blending technology with the epic scale of the kaiju world. Continuing relevance. Godzilla remains relevant by adapting to contemporary issues. Modern films tackle topics like climate change, technological advancement, and global unity against common threats. As long as there are stories to tell and challenges to face, Godzilla will continue to resonate with audiences. Wow, what a journey! From his origins as a metaphor for nuclear devastation to his status as a global pop culture icon, Godzilla's impact is nothing short of legendary. Recap of Godzilla's journey. We've seen how Godzilla evolved through different eras, influenced filmmakers worldwide, and became a symbol with layers of meaning. He's not just a monster, he's a reflection of society's fears, hopes, and creativity. Personal reflection. For me, Godzilla represents the enduring power of storytelling. Despite being a giant, sometimes destructive force, he brings people together. Fans bond over movies, debates, and shared experiences. It's amazing how a creature born from fear can inspire so much joy and connection. Closing remarks. Thanks for joining me on this colossal adventure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Godzilla's world, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow kaiju enthusiasts, and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite Godzilla era or movie? Do you prefer him as a hero or a villain? Drop your answers in the comments below. Until next time, keep embracing the epic stories that shape our world, and maybe watch out for any giant footprints on the way home. Just kidding. Or am I? Stay awesome, everyone. The screen fades to a montage of Godzilla through the years, accompanied by a modern remix of classic Godzilla theme music. The last shot lingers on Godzilla standing tall against the skyline, as his iconic roar echoes one final time.